A healthcare proxy is a very important document that you should have in your estate planning arsenal. It is basically a document where you stipulate who will be that individual, and it could only be one individual at a time, who will make healthcare decisions for you if you yourself are incapacitated and are unable to make your own healthcare decisions. Now, this is the type of form that will only be used if you are unable to make your own healthcare decisions. If you are competent and alert, only you can make your healthcare decisions. But if, God forbid, you are intubated, are on life support, that healthcare proxy, the individual that you name, is able to make decisions about artificial nutrition and hydration. Now, in New York, that is only the case if you actually specifically write in the healthcare proxy that verbiage, that exact language that permits your healthcare proxy to make decisions regarding the artificial nutrition and hydration. So that's very important that that language is there. Do you need an attorney to draft a healthcare proxy? No, you do not. There are forms available online, and you just need 2 witnesses. It does not have to be notarized. Again, you can only name one healthcare proxy at a time, so that's very important. You cannot have joint or co-healthcare proxies, and the reason for that is the entire point of the healthcare proxy is so that there's no debate, no confusion, no litigation surrounding who's going to be making those decisions, so that you eliminate any kind of potential tension or battle. So how do you pick a healthcare proxy? Clearly, you want to pick that individual who would make decisions in line with what you would want. So for example, if you're an Orthodox Jew, there are certain things that you're not allowed to do. So you would pick an individual who shares that faith. On the other hand, if you're a secular individual and you do not want to remain on life support, or you do not want medication that would prolong your lifespan but would decrease your ability to tolerate pain, so they would withhold morphine or something like that may decrease your lifespan, you would want to pick that individual who would take those measures that you would want if they were in your shoes. So oftentimes, that may not be your child. In New York, if you do not have a healthcare proxy and you are married, your spouse is by default, by law, your proxy. So if you would prefer that your child make that decision, unless you have a healthcare proxy, that is not what would happen. So these are just some of the very basic facts about a healthcare proxy. Oftentimes we're also asked what is different between a healthcare proxy and a living will. And a living will is basically an instrument that more in detail specifies exactly what you want. In New York, there is no living will law, so it's only used as evidence of intent of what you may have wanted to include in your healthcare proxy. So the most important thing in New York is to actually have a healthcare proxy. Again, you do not need an attorney. Attorneys are often more adept and capable of navigating through this process and explaining all of these very important details to you. And certainly there are more nuances. So if you would like to discuss more, feel free to call us at the law offices of Irina Yadgarova, and we will be glad to assist you. Have a wonderful day.